Let's break down what your analytics are actually saying about your videos and what your analytics actually mean. Hey, my name is Ben Scooter and I'm a short form video manager, and I've made over 3,000 videos for countless amount of clients across many different industries. So if you want to learn lots about your insights, your analytics, all your videos, that kind of stuff, just make sure to hit that follow button. So to start things off, we need to jump into how to actually get into your analytics while you're on TikTok. So what you want to do is first go to your profile page and press on this hamburger menu right here. Once you press on that, depending on what kind of account you have, for us it's Creator, we're going to be pressing on Creator Tools. Then next, what we're going to be doing is pressing on Analytics. Now what you'll see here might be a little bit different than my screen. It all depends on what version of TikTok that you have. Now with that being said, you'll generally speaking see a list of your profile views, your likes, your shares, your comments, all those kind of metrics that are happening within your videos. Now to break down each of them very simply, video views is the amount of views you've had across all your videos over a set amount of time. As you can see on mine, this is across the last 7 days. The same will be for your profile views, your shares, your unique viewers, and your unique viewers actually means people who only watched your video once, not somebody who came back and watched the video twice. So unique meaning just one person in watching it one time. And lastly, shares. Now before we go any further, let's talk a little bit more about the actual profile views. Many of our clients have the goal of selling an online service or product or bringing brand awareness. Now for the clients that want to sell something, we always have a link in their bio. So essentially our idea is to have really good videos that get people so interested they want to come to the profile. Once they're on our profile, they press in that link in bio, which takes them to either a sales funnel, a landing page of some sort, even just a website, just something where the actual service or the next step is offered. Now, this is why profile views are so important, because if we can have a lot of profile views for our clients, that means that there's a lot of people coming to that page, which increases the chance of someone pressing on that link, which is essentially translates to higher traffic going to whatever they're trying to sell or they're trying to drive people towards. Now, as we can see in these other ones with profile likes, shares, comments, all those kind of things, those are the main metrics for what has happened on your videos over this last set amount of time. Now keep in mind, the number one metrics that's not listed in this section is called watch rate, but I will get into that a little bit later in this video. Now moving on to the next section, we jump into this area where we can check on our content. Now in this content section, it'll show you what videos you have posted. For us, we have not posted within this past 7 days, but then you scroll down a bit and you can actually see something called your trending videos. These trending videos are huge because what happens with the 2023 TikTok algorithm is that videos are being pushed out a lot slower. It used to be that within 24 hours you'd get a lot of views and your videos being pushed out very rapidly, which means if you post a video a day ago, a month ago, even 3 months ago, you will see these videos sometimes take off at random times, which is a prime example right here. As you can see, we have trending videos that people are obviously watching even though we haven't posted in a little bit of time. Now what this tells us, these trending videos are videos that are actually popular amongst people. So good practice would be every week to go into your trending videos and see which ones are performing well, study them, see what the hook is, the duration, the song, the topic, all those kind of things, and actually recreate those videos. Because if they're resonating with your audience and they're trending upwards right now, that means it'd be a good time to remake those videos or a similar style of those videos because you know they are already proven to work. What we're going to do is swipe over to the follower section. Here we can actually break down a little more insight into what's going on with our audience and who our audience is. Now, with a business account, you will have heavier insights than what I have here, but for the sake of this video, we're just going to use the insights we have here, which in my opinion is all you really need. So first off, you have your gender. This is where you can tell if you are actually hitting the target gender that you would like to be hitting. Now, if you are trying to hit male or female and you see that your gender is not actually lining up with who you'd like to be targeting, it may be time to change your style of video or your keywords that you're using to try attract the gender that you would like to be attracting. Next, we have this age range, and this is where you can see if you're actually targeting the right age that you'd like to be targeting. Then we go a little bit further, we can see the countries that we're targeting the most, and then a little bit further, we can actually see the cities that are being targeted a little bit more. Now, if you were specifically trying to target a country or a city and you see that you're not actually having an audience with the people from that country or that city in your audience, a good practice would be to start using keywords inside your videos, your video captions, everywhere that you can, you put keywords that include the countries and the cities you are actually trying to attract. Now, if we scroll down a little bit more, we can actually jump into and see when our audience is active. Now, this is perfect because if we see when our audience is active on this app, that gives us a good idea of when we should be posting. And not to mention too, this is even a heavier insight as to when to go live. Now, if you see obviously a high time, go live at that time. Now, a good practice as well for your posting is to check when these times are the heaviest, when you have the heaviest amount of viewership, and actually post during those times. But with that being said, don't limit yourself to only posting during these high times that your audience has. Also experiment with posting times your audience isn't live. The reason being is that the audience you are trying to reach might not always be the exact audience that you currently have, which is why you'd sometimes want to experiment with that. But now let's circle back and actually talk about watch rate. And let me show you how to get to that. So what you're going to want to do is go onto your page and pick
Want more followers?
Then what you're going to want to do is press on more data at the bottom. Now that this is pulled up, you have a whole new grouping of metrics for that individual video. And now this is where we can talk a little bit more about watch rate. The sweet thing about watch rate, it's the #1 metric on TikTok. How it works is the longer you watch something, the more you're going to be fed of that content. So if you can hook people in really quickly and get them to keep watching your video, that video is not only going to get you more views, it's going to get you more people who like to watch things like that. The watch rate metric is actually way higher than any likes, shares, comments, favorites, all that kind of stuff. Yes, those metrics are important, but watch rate is #1. Now, a little hack to find your videos that actually have the best way to draw people in is to go scroll down and go right here to your retention rate. Now scroll to the 3-second mark of your retention rate. If that retention rate at 3 seconds is 70% or more, you know that you have an amazing hook for that video. And when you have an amazing hook for a video, you always have an increased watch rate because people will like what you're saying within the first 3 seconds, which will entice them to watch more of your video. You can see how much of the video was watched. You can see how long people watched the video for. And for some of them, you can actually see how many followers you gained just from that video alone. So using these metrics, what you can do is scroll through all your videos and find the videos that have that retention rate, that have a high follow rate, that have a high watch rate, and remake those videos. This is a technique we use for many of our clients to get them thousands of followers. So essentially you're using your own analytics to create content that's already proven to be true. Pretty much you're betting on yourself instead of just making content that you're just guessing might do well. I hope you guys like watching this video, and if you have any more questions about your analytics or how to make your videos better, make sure to hit that follow button.